I don't know how to start a video, but I'm hootless, and this is Megaquarium. It's been a while since I did a video, like 3 months. So I get so much anxiety over recording videos, but here I am with the game. And if you guys have played Big Pharma at all, this is the next game by the guy who did that. And it's pretty great actually. I've played through the first campaign level. I don't think there's a sandbox yet, unless it literally just said sandbox. Let me see. What? New game. Oh, there's a sandbox now. When I played this last, I played this before it came out, actually, and I probably should have done a video then. But when I had played it, there wasn't the sandbox mode. It was just the campaign, which was still pretty fun. I did, like I said, the first level of the campaign. This music's still pretty loud, despite the fact that I put it on 25%. The campaign, oh my god, please. Have mercy. I turned it so far down. Like 20%, and then like a quarter on music. So loud. So, new game, sandbox. Like I was saying, I only played the first level of the campaign when I last played this. It took me about an hour, and it was mostly a tutorial thing. It, you know, teaches you how to play, teaches you what the things do. I am not going to do the sandbox mode. I'll do the campaign mode just because it's been a while since I played, so I don't exactly remember how to play. And I probably won't show very much of this game because I think it's more fun if you know, check it out yourself, and it's definitely worth checking out. Because it's by, like I said, the guy who did Big Pharma, also very good game. And you can, like, really zoom in here as well. Just pan the camera around, rotate it. It's nice not having to have a fixed angle that you're viewing it at, you know. Hover over info button, you have that, and then return to home. That's the only thing I don't like, is that the return to the entry gate thing is actually bound to home. And mostly I don't like it because my home button isn't labeled on my keyboard, so I have to, like, guess which one is home. Build basic tanks, that's pretty easy. You just go right here, and I didn't... This was something I messed up, like, pretty much right away when I was doing this before. I'm just gonna expand this a little bit. That's probably fine. Yeah, it's like freeform expanding, so you can just make it as big as you want. Do I want a giant tank? Yeah, giant tank's fine. So you put down tanks, you put down a basic filter. Right, yes. I don't have the things that are both in one yet. So I'll do this, and then I will expand it one more tile so that my staffers can actually get back there. Add some azure demoiselles. That's these. To each tank? Alright. Maximum azure fish. Add some decorations. This is actually one of the really cool parts about this game, is you can like decorate inside of the tanks here. So you can just slap down a bunch of like seaweed and small rocks. Later on you get like bits of driftwood you can put in there that the fish can hide in, or like little caves. And different fish have different requirements, so that's pretty cool. Lower quality? What? It should be filtering just fine. I'll put in another one. That's fine. There we go. Now it's filtering more than enough. But like I was saying, that's one of the really cool things about the game, is that you can decorate your tanks, and then when you move the tanks... is it this? Yeah. So you can move it around, rotate it all you want. It's a super flexible system. So you don't have to worry about, you know, making everything permanent for later. You can set things up the way it needs to be set up right away, and then later on, once you have more money to expand and, you know, do whatever you want, you can move everything that you've made to the new locations. And that's pretty nice. Also need a tool station. I'll put this I don't even know. Haven't really planned ahead for this. Alright, I will... No. We'll move this to here, and this to here. And then I can put the tool station in right next to the peasant station and not worry about it. Then I have to hire staff, which is down here. So I'll just hire one of those guys. The staff, for right now at least, I don't know if he plans on changing it eventually, are all the same. So the people you have that feed the fish are the same types of staff as the people who repair the tanks and such whenever they break down, like repair these things here. And later on you actually do get more advanced types of those things. You don't see it there. You get more advanced filters and heaters so that you can, put it in one spot or more efficiently handle larger tanks. I don't know how much larger than these it can go, but there's these platforms that you can have so that they can like stand up on the tanks or next to the tanks. So that's pretty neat. And then stairs as well, just have a staircase going straight up into the tank. I don't know if we want that. Alright, we will click to open. And now people will come in. That's our staff. So while the people are walking around, they'll go and look at each of the, yeah, that one next. There's like a research system in this. When people are visiting your aquarium and they go around, they look into the place, Could you not? Please. I wanna explain. So this number, yeah, number of ecology points earned whenever a guest views this. So whenever a guest looks at it, I get that many ecology points, which goes towards whatever project I'm working on, and it's pretty much exactly a research system. So the more guests you get that are looking at your displays, the more points you get towards being able to unlock more things, and that's pretty much it. And then there's also prestige, which goes into leveling you up, and you get more things at higher ranks as well. Like, part of it's tied to the research thing, and part of it's tied to what prestige rank you get. And you have to actually maintain your prestige ranks as well, so you can't just get like a sudden burst and then jump up and then let it fall back down. You have to consistently maintain being a really good aquarium. So it's kind of a nice balancing factor. Or not, like, it doesn't balance things, it's like a nice gameplay mechanic that you have to balance as a player to be able to progress. Also, those prestige stars look exactly like the RimWorld stars, except in gold instead of silver. Moving decorations and animals, yep, I already know how to do that. Add some orchid dottybacks to my new tank. Oh, I have to make a new tank. Pause the game. There we go. Sure, let's put it exactly opposite the other one. You can also pick up and move guests. So I can just move him like over here. And it is possible to trap guests inside of a location. I'm not going to do that because I feel like that is a cruel thing to do to these poor aquarium attendees. But it is possible if you're the kind of person who plays Roller Coaster Tycoon and locks people into your amusement park of death where they can never leave. And you just get their money from them constantly, and somehow their wallets keep refreshing. Alright, orchid dottybacks. What, 6 different care requirements. This is the other thing that you have to keep track of in the game, is different fish require like different kinds of foods, or they have different personality traits. I don't think these fish have it. Some fish are labeled as being wimpy or bullies, and you know, bullies can't be in the same tank as wimpy fish. And there's, I'm assuming other stuff like that. That's the only one I've seen, but there's all kinds of different care requirements, like how much filtration the tank has to have for certain types of fish. So some fish are fine with it being less filtered, other fish are needed to be more filtered. Some fish require that it be hotter or colder. Later on, it's not available yet because I don't have any fish that require it or the decorations that do it. But I mentioned the like bit of driftwood and the small cave that you can get as decorations, and those actually provide like a different stat called like hiding or something. And some fish require that they be able to have like places to hide inside of their tank. So there's all kinds of stuff like that that you have to keep track of, and then, you know, it zooms out super far. You can have a huge aquarium, and it's just that's pretty much it. I haven't really seen a like an aquarium style management game before. It's pretty interesting to see because it's not really something I had ever even really thought about. You know, you just have like roller coaster tycoon things and theme parks in general, all that kinds of stuff, and then I've never really seen an aquarium. I've seen zoos, Zoo Tycoon and whatnot. Just not aquarium. So it's really cool that somebody finally did it and did it in such a good, like, had such a good execution on it, because everything looks very nice. You can zoom in super far and look at your fish, and you can see every individual fish as well. They aren't very detailed, of course, but everything's done in this kind of like low poly style. Just zoom in. Oh, I don't know how that happened, but I have become... Is it just because I zoomed in far enough? Yeah. So if you zoom in far enough, you can actually like walk around inside of your aquarium. Oh. And it lets you go into the tanks. That's probably not ideal, but it's pretty cool that it lets you actually, you know, get right in there and you can see how your patrons see it. That's actually super cool. And then there's a heater back here. And the filter. These don't seem to be connected to the tank at all, so I'm not sure how they're doing their thing. But anyways, this was Megaquarium. I won't play too much more on camera here, although it is probably a game that I'll be playing through more, especially now that there is a sandbox mode, like I said. So maybe I'll take a quick look at that. New game, sandbox, fish ability, or fish availability. Let's look at everything. Frequent everything. Start game. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Oh my god, look at the fish. Oh, you can get a moray eel. Yeah, greedy, eats 33% more food, creates 33% more waste. Eats or damages fish with size 3 or less. So you can see that there's all kinds of stuff with different mechanics that you have to keep track of. Whoa. But there's all kinds of stuff you have to keep track of, and then there's shoals on some of them, which is you have to have that many of the fish in a tank. So for blue whitings, they have a shoal size of 6, so you have to have 6 of them in a tank together or they'll be unhappy. Or die, I don't know. I don't know if it's just unhappy or if they die, but there's all kinds of different like food, different supplements that they require, and some of them are armored against bigger things. What about decorations? Oh, there's so many decorations as well. Very cool. So if you're into like theme park management style games and you like aquariums, then check out Megaquarium. It's on Steam and it came out and it's in like full release mode. I don't know how much more he's going to be developing it, but I'd say it's probably worth the money now if you are into this kind of game, because it's, you know, it's really good. So that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching as I, you know, showed off Megaquarium. It's a game that I'm relatively excited for, if you couldn't tell, because I was a big fan of Big Pharma, so I'm excited to see what future projects the dev has. But if you guys enjoyed the video, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, whatever. I'm gonna start streaming maybe on Twitch, Caffeine Mixer, I don't know, something. I haven't really decided what platform I want to really try to start streaming on yet. Maybe I'll even stream on YouTube, who knows. But it'll be something. I just have to get my Ethernet cable, my Ethernet adapter. That'll come in the next few days, and then I will probably start streaming, and it'll mostly be League of Legends, most likely, but, you know, maybe some other games here and there as well. Anyways, I'll see you guys all next time.